Okay, Cancer, come on in. We just did the reading where it is talking about give and take and all the aspects of that. Within the next 3 weeks, it's talking about the aspects of the actions you need to take for the victory within your passion, within the support system. And there's lots of information here for you to pace yourself. Stay tuned. Okay, hey Cancer, I have already shuffled the cards extensively, so let's see what they want to say. Hope you've been doing good. We are mid-November here, and we want to see what's going on coming into the holiday season. In the United States, we've got Thanksgiving, or more so I like to say a day where we can come into gratitude. And I'm definitely going to do that after going through all of the eclipses, which were pretty intense. But we made it through, and now it's time to see what's coming up as we're making it through the, let me do a different one. We made it through, we're making it through the Scorpio intense season. Now we're coming into the Sagittarius. And so there's a lot more hope and support coming back together. Lots of really good readings and positive readings for everybody. That's great because we were really heavy there for a while. Okay, Cancer, let me straighten these and I'll be right back. Okay, Cancer. So this is really interesting with the cards that have doubled up in your reading. The one thing that it talks about the most is, let's get some of these up here. We have levels of your exchange for energies is kind of the theme of your reading. It's like observing how much of the give and take for the things you're trying to manifest. Also, these are the things that have to do with your heart. So they're your emotions or feelings. You care about them. It's not just things you're thinking about or actions you want to do. It's the things that you want to be passionate about, whether it be realistic, fantasy, or a little illusion. There's this constant like give and take. Also within how much time something's going to take compared to how much give and take from the people that you're giving to. It's a big theme right now within that and all the actions that you have to take and weighing that out. And the funny thing is you would like things to be going faster, but you're still being celebrated. Let's review some of the cards so I can show you. So in the middle section here, we have right through here, we have cups and we have pentacles. Now within the pentacles, we have the level of what I was talking about here with the Six of Pentacles, and we have the give and take, right? And the balance of that, all right? And then we have information pages. A lot of times it can be useful, but it can be the information coming through from somebody about the things that you're trying to manifest. So the information you're getting, the receiving back and forth. And what it's saying is that within that's in your center section, it also has to be in reflection to the things that you really care about, the things that you not only are kind of fantasizing about, that you have hopes and dreams of creating. It's also very with your innocence and your in a good way, your child side of you that wants these things to come to fruition. Now, sometimes we have to be careful with that because it's not always necessarily realistic. So we even have them, doubled up down here where, this card, whether it's right side up or upside down, is dependent upon how realistic you're being with the give and take that you have to give with any exchange. I give you this product, you give me this back. This one, how much actions it's going to take, wands or of actions, for that to realistically come to fruition. So, I mean, it does continue around the whole thing. And even your level of victory cards here. You have your victory card, not only, here's your 2 victory cards, okay? You have in your environmental, your victory card is there, but there's a little bit of, hey, champion, what are you doing? You want to come say hello? Is there, but it seems to be up in the air. It's like delayed. It's like hang time, right? And then the future, it's saying that you would like to have victory now, and you are being celebrated for your passion and your loves, but it's not as fast, and the victory isn't, you know, the level of victory that you want isn't as fast as you want it to be. That's up in your future, right? And in your environment. So what you want and what you can, what's up, baby? Come on, you're okay. Champion's going through this like, I want attention, come down, go back up, I don't know what I want to do. But the thing that's balancing for you right now is, remember this. I'm hoping that Champion doesn't knock down the whole computer while I'm trying to talk. But the whole thing is balancing. I mean, this reading is based upon about the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So we have to also be realistic in what's going on right now. We're jumping into the holiday season. And also with Cancer, the one thing that we see coming up in the future is we've got this card here coming up in the future that talks about people wanting actions for you to do, and your nurturing nature of your Empress, okay? Your Empress is a little like, I got so much to do, and they're like, oh, can you do this too? How about this? How about that? And feeling a little guarded, and I don't know if it's necessarily underappreciated. I wouldn't say that. It's just, I think you want kind of like a quickening to happen, and maybe just relax a little bit and enjoy the holiday season. Get everything done of all the things that you're trying to create, but depending upon what you're involved in and what your career is, and also what you're trying to make happen in this world, is very dependent upon when the holiday season comes in. Some things get put on hold, some things get elevated, so it all depends. Like, this is a general reading, so the whole thing is based on the give and take, you know, tit for tat, and your level of victory and how you want it to be successful and faster. But it's all of a sudden we've jumped out of the hard times, the challenging times that we just had, in the reflection, and you're like, let's go, let's get this stuff done, and just have some patience, I guess. Okay, but there's no hard cards here, not whatsoever. But I just have to point a few things out. Also, the one thing it talks about within your attitude is, this is a little bit of an attitude of, sometimes when this card comes up, it talks about relationships between other people, and sometimes betrayal, or not the way things are supposed to be. But actually, this one reflects upon kind of your self-love towards yourself, and you're being just a little aggressive. Let's be giving to oneself within your emotions and feelings, being gentle on yourself, on giving. You see this like of this little boy, and he's giving this lovely thing, these 2 children, giving the cup filled with flowers to the little girl. Be gentle, like calm down on how much you think that you can get done. I know you've got this invigorated energy now of the things that you want to do, and you're trying to figure out all the give and take, but you'll get there. And it says, just recently in the past, your angels and your guides have talked to you about the level of the Knight of Pentacles is within movement. The one thing about the Knight of Pentacles that is always very clear is he or she, we don't know for sure who's in this armor, but always kind of looks like a guy. But the Knight of Pentacles does not move quickly. He makes his fields, plants his fields down here with the best soil and the best seeds, but it takes a long time, but he always has the best crop, okay? So, and your angels are reminding, your guides, your angels are reminding you of that. That's something that you just got reminded of, like in your past, and you're kind of like, I know. kind of, still moving forward with everything. and wanting to do the victory. I mean, I give it to you. I give it to you. It's just that I can't make things move faster than what they will. We've got the new movement forward within the energies, and do the best you can and give the love that you can give. There's a level of giving your passion on the child side and being realistic at the same time. It's interesting because your energies are like, one minute you're kind of forgiving and understanding all of this, the next minute you're sometimes being a little bit kind of hard on yourself and not being as gentle as you could be. So just some things to consider. All right. So going into the farther future too, there's going to be times when you're going to need to relax and just come together with your grouping of the energy of the lineage of the people that you consider family, and give attention, especially to anybody that's maybe a male figure that is a little melancholy and looking towards the past. And sometimes that's cool too, and you don't want to focus so much on your energy or get away from your own energies of going back and forth on yourself. Is give your energy a little bit away to somebody else. And it is saying there's an older male figure that's a little emotional, looking towards the past within your family or lineage, that could need a little bit of hug, if I can say it that way. And it does say far, far into the future that there's some fives that are compiled on top of each other that makes things a little bit intense, which this is farther into the future, like 3 weeks from now, that there's going to be someone saying, do it my way, and you're saying no. And it's a little aggressive. I don't know how that's going to turn out. We're going to look into your next reading and see what those energies are. But for now, what I want to say is it's really quite the energy with yourself within your fantasies and your expectations of give and take. We have to be realistic, yet still keep that child, youthful fantasy balance going on, to progress things forward and not think that the victory has to be overnight. If any of that makes any sense, that's what your cards are talking about. Okay, so give me a moment. I'll come right back with the wrap up. Just a quick reminder to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. This will give you a feel for which energetic you're possibly experiencing right now. And if you would like a detailed personal reading, you can book a reading at ctgtarot.com. And thank you for subscribing and clicking the like button. The kitties and I are very grateful. Okay, so the main thing that I want to emphasize on this is balance of give and take. And that's this main card here. All right, within the wrap-up, this is the main card that we're really looking at. You see the little the balancing there? That he has his coins is giving out, but he's got the balancing of it. And it's the give and take. We're all in both positions. We can be the person that has something to give to somebody else that needs it, and back and forth. And it's with the things we're trying to manifest and what that is. And I know Cancer comes through with a lot of information and when they're sharing and they're giving. That's a part of their identity and how they give. Because in your center section, it has to do a lot with your emotions and your fantasies, and the light-hearted Page of Cups with how you're giving your love, whether it be through words or your actions. So it's within that give and take in the main theme. And then surrounding it, it shows how your angels told you that it's going to take time. You're going to have to invest in time and do the work it takes and do quality work. It also says that coming up in the future, there might be a little demand for work from you, and you're going to feel a little overwhelmed in your mothering side. It's hard for you to take it on. You are realistic. You do know the actions that it takes, but you're being a little hard on yourself within the self-love, and you got to be nice to yourself in the inner child. It says within your actions, you're having victory, but you're wanting more. It feels like it's being put on hold. It's up in the air. there's just some things that you don't quite have the answers about it yet. You really get this energy of wanting to push this forward towards, the actions to get the victory there. And it's saying in the future with your victory, although you don't feel that it's much of a victory, other people are very much so celebrating you and saying, great job, and we feel good about you, and, and I have to remind that of you. It can be good to be there for someone in your lineage or family, or someone you consider family that's an older gentleman that's emotional, looking towards the past and needs a hug. And then far, far in the future that I wouldn't even worry about. It talks about a little bit of a disagreement where someone says that it has to be a certain way and you say no. And there is a level of within your hopes and fears. Once again, it's talking about within the actions of people asking you to do something, and the actions that it's going to take compared to your passions of where you're going and what you believe you really want to focus on. It's the whole thing it really is the balance. And the balance of the give and take of that. And I'm going to try not to go back on the words that I already said. Hopefully within that, you got some key elements of what I was trying to talk about within what the cards are expressing and what they would like you to remember. This is mid-November, and it's, kind of like a 3-week period that this energy joins with and bleeds over into. So take it into consideration. And you're doing great. You're doing good. I mean, we're just getting the energies going again and coming from Scorpio into Sagittarius energy and the holidays, and enjoy yourself. So that's your reading for November, and I will talk to you soon. Mush mush.